Shaquille O'Neal, in fact, has joined TNT as one of their analysts. And to talk about a possible rematch between Chuck and Shaq, we've got from Awful Announcing right now, we've got on the phone Matt Yoder.
TNT obviously has a superior NBA studio show to ESPN. I think me and my brother Ryan, who wrote the story, are a little disappointed Shaq didn't go to ESPN and maybe lift their coverage up a little bit because, let's face it, John Barry, Mike Wilbon, Chris Mullen when he's in there, they're not really that fun to listen to, so they could have used the added entertainment of Shaq joining their coverage. And you wonder if there's enough room on that TNT set with EJ, Kenny, and Charles Barkley. If you're TNT, you take the risk of fixing something that isn't broken. When Shaq is given time and the chance to break down a game or give some serious analysis, he's outstanding. He had a radio interview, I forget with who, but it was a rookie NBA player coming into the league, and it was maybe one of the best radio interviews that I've heard. He could certainly beat out half of ESPN Radio's lineup, especially Cowherd. But I think he'll do a great job with the analysis of the game. Obviously, he'll fit in with TNT and their lighthearted approach on Inside the NBA.
Now, going back to Inside the NBA, obviously you mentioned that they got that lighthearted approach. You know, they've got the giant screen for Kenny Anderson. Talk about the relationship between him and Charles Barkley. How do you think that'll work out?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. If nothing else, it'll give TNT the chance to show that fight video about 1,000 times, and it can become a running gag of theirs. But I think they'll have fine chemistry. It'll just be a matter of, do you have too many stars on the same set? I mean, we saw it during the NBA regular season where the Miami Heat had Bosh, James, and Wade, and you wondered, can LeBron and Dwayne Wade both succeed with only one ball on the court? Well, it's kind of the same thing when you look at the studio. Only one guy can be speaking at the same time. So is there enough room? Is there enough of a chance there for Shaq to make a difference on Inside the NBA when there's only so much mic time to go around with?
I think that there's that problem with Shaq. I mean, we've seen it with him on teams as far as, you know, basketball teams go. He kind of ripped them apart because of his ego. He wanted to have his ego out in the forefront. Do you think that will happen, you know, kind of translate into the broadcasting world?
I think there's a small risk, but I don't think Shaq would go out on TV to try and show up Barkley or Kenny Smith. I think he'll fit in and maybe joke a little bit about things, but I don't think you'll see a situation where Shaq would come out and publicly maybe use that ego and take away from the other guys on the set. I think it'll be more of a situation where he'll try and slide in and find his niche on that show.